So when Howie and I were first married, he told me that one of the things to which he intended to commit to me was to always be the first to apologize. It wasn't out of some excessively competitive nature that has to be the first at everything, even humility, though he does exhibit an impressively large capacity to be competitive. We can't even play games against each other. It's pretty bad. We have to be on the same team in order for us to remain civil to one another. But he's the first to apologize. Still, I knew he wanted to communicate to me his desire to be intentional, proactive about making things right in our relationship when the inevitable disagreements came about. He was making the statement that our marriage would be, in part, defined by reconciliation. We don't agree on everything, but we are in harmony about most things. And when we do have seemingly opposing viewpoints, even on deeply weighty matters, we continue in our discussion with an eye to notice where we do agree, what is common in the way that we are perceiving things. Because whatever the issue and how opposing our viewpoint might seem on the surface, the crux of our views are based and grounded in a sure and solid foundation. And even then, this foundation shifts and evolves because our viewpoints shift and evolve, because we continue to talk it out and ask questions and fine-tune what each of us means to say until we recognize a point of reconciliation. We keep talking about it because we know at the heart of it, ultimately, we agree about the important things. According to the New Oxford American Dictionary, reconciliation is defined as 1, the restoration of friendly relations. So becoming, when you're not friendly to each other because of a disagreement, becoming friendly again. And the act of making one view or belief compatible with another. So it gives the example of 2 different kind of fields of study, like science and spirituality, reconciling and showing how you can overlap principles in that and understand the other. It's a beautiful idea too, I think. So after sharing with the crowd what we know as the Beatitudes, Jesus goes on to say in Matthew 5:19-26, therefore, whoever breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. And I think this is a very weighty thing, something that it's easy to forget the responsibility we have when we teach others. But whoever does them and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I tell you, unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to those of ancient times, you shall not murder, and whoever murders shall be liable to judgment. But I say to you that if you are angry with a brother or sister, you will be liable to judgment. And if you insult a brother or sister, you will be liable to the council. And if you say, yuck,